Hello everyone, welcome back to Mobility Academy. I'm the flexibility guy, Coach Elia, and in today's video I'm gonna show you a beautiful exercise to stretch your hips. More in particular, this exercise is excellent to stretch your hamstrings, your adductors, and all the muscles that surround your hip area. And let me tell you that you probably have seen this exercise somewhere in the world, in a gym, I don't know, but you probably have seen this exercise here, but I'm gonna teach you how to do it correctly. All right, but before I start, let me show you my brand new book, Split Second, which is the complete playbook to learn the splits and drastically improve your flexibility level. And the exercise I'm gonna show you is also in this book, okay? But guys, if you want to improve your flexibility, if you want to learn how to stretch, and if you also want to learn the splits, then I definitely suggest you check out this book, okay? And you can do that following the link in the description down below. All right, now with that said, let's start. All right, guys, so this exercise here is called the half pancake stretch, and all you need to do this exercise here is a pillow or some yoga blocks, all right? And I'm gonna show you why you're going to need these pieces of equipment, all right? So first things first. Now, to start, you wanna sit down like this, okay, on the floor with your legs wide apart. From this position, you wanna keep one leg straight and one leg bent. But I want to show you how to bend the other leg. All right, so let's assume I wanna stretch my left side, because this is a unilateral exercise. So you're going to stretch one leg at a time. All right, so let's assume I wanna stretch my left. All right, so I wanna bend my right leg. So all I need to do here is to bend my right leg like this. Now, it is really important to understand that you want to place your foot behind your glutes. But it's a really particular way to do that, all right? So let me show you from another angle, right from here, just to let you understand. Then I will like change the angle another time. So from this position, let's assume I wanna go here and I wanna bend this leg here. So I wanna do something like this. I spread the knee wide apart, but I bend the knee and I place my foot behind my hips. But here's the first tip, the first like key point I wanna show you, which is this one. A lot of people do this. Can you see like the difference in my foot? Now my foot is flexed, as you can see here, is flexed. I'm putting the inner part of my foot on the floor. But I wanna do instead something like this. So I wanna point my foot and I wanna place the upper part of my foot on the floor. So my toe on the floor, like this. Now there are two main reasons I wanna do that. The first one is that I'm more comfortable here rather than here. And the second one is by far the most important one, because if I do something like this, I kind of create an external rotation here on my shin bone, but my leg won't move. And this kind of rotation here, which is forced by my foot here, because as you can see here, I can't move the foot, and it really forces my shin bone to stay like this. This kind of rotation here creates a potential, not like I'm not like 100% sure that it's dangerous, but it like creates a potential damage on your knee. especially if you have knee problems, if you kind of feel that your knees are hurting sometimes and you feel that the inner part of your knees is like a part of your body which requires a little bit of attention, then this is a great like reason not to externally rotate your foot here. So you want to keep your foot like this, pointed. This creates a much comfortable position for your knee, and it doesn't create this kind of pressure inside your knee capsule. All right, so guys, this is like the anatomy part of my videos, all right? So that's why I'm suggesting you like place your bent legs foot this way, so with your toe pointed. All right, so this is the starting position. So you wanna bend and you wanna spread the knee apart first, and then place the foot behind your glutes. Now from this position you wanna, as you can see, I can't touch the floor. I'm touching the floor with this hip, with the hip of my straight leg, but I can't touch the floor with my bent legs hip. All right, so all I need to do here is to place a pillow under that hip. Now, as you can see, I'm much more comfortable here. I can sit down, I can feel that my hips are really going towards the floor, which is what I need here because I want to be relaxed. I want to feel the connection between the floor and my hips. And this helps me do that. But this is a really small assistance for my level of flexibility, or maybe yours. But if you need more, for example, rather than the pillow, you can use the block. Same, not under your like your straight legs hip, under your bent legs hip, all right? Under that hip. So here, so play with your level of flexibility, okay? You can use a yoga block, a pillow, something like that. Just feel comfortable. Feel that your bent legs hip is touching something so you can relax in the stretch. So guys, this is the starting position, all right? Now, let's see the exercise. Now, I want to stretch, in this position, I'm stretching my hamstrings here, of my straight leg, and my adductors, and also a little bit the adductors here, but also here of the bent legs, all right, of the bent leg, all right? From this position, I want to drive my body in two different directions, all right? Let's see the first one. The first direction is towards my straight leg, all right? So I want to keep this hip well pressed against the floor, against the pillow actually. And from this position, I want to bring my torso down. I can use some yoga blocks to start with, all right? So something like this. I want to really face the straight leg with my chest, all right? So I want to stay here, and I can stay here 6 to 10 breaths. I really want to straighten my lower back, all right? I want to straighten my lower and middle back, and I want to pull my head towards my my foot, my straight leg's foot, all right? After 6 to 10 breaths, I can apply a PNF contraction. And a PNF contraction here works like this. I want to push this heel on the floor, all right, to create tension here on my hamstrings. And this allows me to relax more right after the PNF contraction, because that's how the PNF works, all right? So I push. As I say in my online flexibility course, PNF is one of the best stretching methodologies to increase your flexibility, all right? So if I push down with my front heel like that, so I push against the floor 10 to 15 seconds, then I stop. I inhale, decrease a little bit the stretch, exhale, and I try to get deeper. Now, when I get deeper, I really feel that this hip wants to pop out the floor. But I want to make sure that I'm always pushing this hip down. So hip down and go down into the stretch. All right. Same. Now I can like perform another 6 to 10 breaths, and then again another PNF contraction, etc. So this is the first variation of the half pancake stretch, and it's more for the hamstrings. It's more like a hamstring stretch rather than an adductor stretch. Now let's see the second variation, which involves also the adductors. All right, so second variation, rather than going towards my straight leg like this, I want to go in front of me. All right, so I want to go exactly in between my legs. But pay attention here, because I want to like watch at my legs, and the center of this angle is not like in front of me, because here is slightly more towards my bent leg. That's the center is a little bit more diagonal like this. But before going down, I want to make sure that I am applying the right pressure on that hip, because this second variation is more for the bent leg rather than the straight leg. So I want to put a little bit more attention on that hip, on this leg. All right. So I want to, as you can see from here, I really want to shift my weight on this leg. So it's just like a shift. Can you see how it's a really little movement, but I'm trying really to sit down on this hip. Feel like here, it is really important that you don't feel any kind of pain in this knee. All right, so really comfortable. If you feel some kind of pain in your knee, in your bent leg's knee, then pull your knee slightly more in, all right? Or just exit from the stretch, take a second, or take a break, and then retry it another time. Or another thing, put something higher under this hip. So if you feel that this stretch is hurting your knee, put something higher under this hip. All right, so the middle is right here, so I wanna drive my body here, and then I go down. And as I go down, I wanna keep that pressure on my bent legs hip. As you can see here, I'm touching the yoga blocks. You can be here, you can be here, you can drive your elbows down until you can find your position. All right. Now from here, a PNF contraction is possible, and to apply a PNF contraction, you have to push this knee and this heel against the floor. So I push both legs against the floor, different points, like this heel and this knee. So I push, I hold 10 to 15 seconds. I really try to straighten my lower and middle back. I hold, and then as I stop, I inhale, straighten my lower back, exhale, and I try to get deeper. So in between, and I really want to make sure that I'm applying a pressure on my bent legs hip. So I want to feel that the bent legs hip here is well pressed against the floor. All right. So same here. You can basically stay here 6 to 10 breaths, and you can apply some PNF contractions, a couple of PNF contractions, okay? And I highly suggest you do this kind of sequence. So start from your straight leg, so fold your trunk towards your straight leg, and then go into the second variation, which is this one. Now, as I said, this is a stretch for your hamstrings, for your adductors, and for all the muscles that surround your hip area. More in particular, now for those of you who are really curious about that, here we are working here, as you can see, I'm moving my leg like this, all right? So this is internal rotation. All right, so here we are going to improve our hip internal rotation, which is one of the most important ranges you can have in your hips to move better. All right, so you're going to stretch also your hip external rotators. Okay, so for example, the gluteus medius, like the upper part. All right, and other muscles, but this is not the place to discuss the muscles. Yeah, the external rotators are under stretch in this position, which is called the half pancake stretch. So an excellent stretch for the pancake, as well for every kind of position that requires a good level of hips flexibility. So also the splits. Like this exercise here is like in my book, Split Second, which is a book about the splits, and it's a book about flexibility. And because the splits are flexibility, then if you want to improve your flexibility, you should learn the splits. All right, like this is the logic behind the book, and this exercise is in the book, of course, with more explanations, etc. But can you see how this exercise is really important to master your hips flexibility and the flexibility of your body? All right, guys. So at this point, I hope that everything is clear. Now, if you give this exercise a go, or if you have any kind of doubts or questions, please leave me a comment down below, because I'll be really, really happy to answer to all your comments, guys. Now, if you enjoyed the content, please hit that like button and share this video maybe with your friends. Help me grow this YouTube channel, guys. And maybe this is the first time I'm wearing this shirt, which is the Mobility Academy shirt. May the flexibility be with you, guys. So if you want to buy a t-shirt like mine, please visit the link in the description down below. With that said, that's all from the Flexibility Guy, Coach Elia. Have a nice stretch and see you in the next video.